Hi, it's Jeff here. It's Wednesday, 23 November. It's about 52 or so degrees out, so it's a nice sunny day, especially inside the vehicles with the windows. It's going to heat up. But what I'm here to show you is my setup for tonight. So we'll start in the back with the rear-facing dash cam. Okay, it's all wired up, ready to go. What I'm about to show you is I did all this yesterday, and this is the only camera that's in place because, well, it's a dash cam. All I had to do was slip it on its mount here and plug it in. So it's plugged in down there. That's the rear-facing dash cam looking out the back window. Again, I set all this up yesterday in preparation for today's video. There's no cameras mounted yet. Okay, but this is my Ulanzi and small rig components. Okay, mounted in the rear seat of my car, or 4Runner, and you can see it's set up so it'll swing the camera out, and I could lock it down in place, and the camera here will point outside the vehicle. You can see I've got another one there in the center, yeah, right in the center of the vehicle. That one is to monitor the cabin. So on the other side here we also have one of my Ulanzi desk mount stands just on a board in the back, and I've got it clamped down. Okay, so you can see I've got the seat belts holding it in place, and I've got a seat clamp here keeping it from going too far. But this is really what Ulanzi calls their desk mount stand. Of course, we're using it in the back seat of my vehicle, so it's not really on a desk. But you can see these swing arms work out nice as I can swing it out. And you can see this camera on the passenger side will also point out the window. Okay. Now I've got another one here up front. Again, these are the smaller, lighter Ulanzi stands. Okay. This one's kind of a wild card. I think I'm going to have it kind of pointing forward, and right now my thought is these on the side, I'm going to point sideways so you can see they pan. Okay, and they're on a ball head. You notice they're on a ball head because nothing's ever really flat. I thought about going without the ball head, but then no, I'm thinking, you can see, well, I don't know, I hope you can see, but that stand that it's on is tilted back maybe about a 25 or so degree angle, and the ball head gives me an opportunity to straighten the camera out from compared to the mounting pole. So this is the driver's side. You can see in the driver's window here, I've got my auto desk to, you know, the question is, do I really need it? I'm using it because I have it, but if you notice, the auto desk helps secure the poles from going too far anywhere. So it does help secure things in place. And these cameras coming out the window, do they really have to point out this far? Probably not. But that's why this is all adjustable. So you can see I can swing this stuff about. So I can swing it about like that. So the camera would be just about where the window goes up and down. So it's not really hanging outside the vehicle too far, but we'll see when I get the cameras in place. So this is all pre-set up, or pre-stuff I was doing. And we'll get some cameras now and start doing a real setup. There's my shadow on my camera bags. Let's see if I can play with my shadow here. You can, I think you can kind of see in the shadow, did my iPhone, which I'm recording or talking to you on right now, is in my Ulanzi small rig frame. Makes it much easier to hold and maneuver about. But you can see I keep my video cameras in nice soft cushion bags. Okay, and they're all wrapped up nice and cozy in there. And yeah, these bags are basically waterproof, so I can handle being out in the rain and stuff like that. Not that, well, I am equipped to video in the rain, but these are my bags. So we're going to open up the bags and put the cameras in the vehicle. I put the cameras on their mounts, and you can see I've got the Sony ZV-E10 in the front windshield. I've got the ZV-1 over there looking out the passenger side, kind of forward. And in back, in the rear seat, I've got my three big Sonys. The one there in the center is kind of a cabin cam. Probably catch me driving, dashboard and stuff like that. And then you can see I've got one out the passenger side. And I've got a big Sony out the driver's side. Okay. I kind of decided it was unnecessary to have these things hanging outside the vehicle very far, because as long as they clear the window, they're fine. So there's no reason to have them hanging out here. Plus, the shorter I can make the momentum arm, the shorter I can make this arm, the less bounce we're going to get, even though I've got active stabilization and everything here. And the whole, let's face it, the whole vehicle is going to move and bounce around. But it always helps just to try to minimize things. So we're on the passenger side front right now, and there's my Sony ZV-1 on Ulanzi kind of swing arm. And there's the ZV-E10 on the dash, and notice I've got a black cloth along with my regular dashboard cover. Now this is where it kind of gets interesting. I'm looking at it through the windshield, but I've got my DJI wireless microphone pointed at my speaker there because there's music during the show. I've got one of these on the passenger side and one on the driver's side to record the music while we're driving. Okay. Again, you've seen me use the DJI microphones. You've seen me use all these cameras, but not in this configuration. So there's the DJI wireless microphone on the driver's side. Again, kind of pointed towards the speaker. So it should be relatively wind free. And of course there's the Sony ZV-E10 in the windshield. The windshield is by far the most difficult thing to deal with. Okay? We're going to do the rest of the cameras with no glass in front of them. And having no glass is by far the best way to video. And if you also notice, I've got my filters off. Okay? So we're going to be shooting at night. And I took off all my polarizing filters and infrared filters because they only darken the video, and at night we don't need darkening. So I'm getting ready to do a test drive with all the camera stuff. We still have a couple hours before the real show, but I'm gonna go drive around a block or so and see if I got any shake, rattle, or roll, or anything that needs adjustments in these cameras. Again, the slow, they recommend about 3 miles an hour when driving around this light show. So what I'm going to be doing today, or right now at 20-25 miles an hour, is going to far exceed any speed I'll be doing during the light show. But still, it's a good test to see if I have to make any adjustments here. So yeah, we're testing, at least I'm testing the DJI microphones. Okay, setting them up, setting the levels for the radio. They seem to be working fine. And I did a little test drive, and I had no accidents with my cameras. All these cameras seem to be doing fine. So we're looking pretty good for tonight. It's I got 3 hours before showtime, so, and it doesn't look like I have to make any adjustments, which is good news. We're all set to go. Okay, so we're good. Cameras are all set, microphones are all set. Everything's looking good. So this may be in the trivia department, but I'm just showing you with the cameras all installed, I still can roll up and close my windows. So we're looking pretty good here. There's the cameras. Yep, there's the cameras. So we're looking good. So here we are, all set to video just before the Let It Shine light show across the street. Cameras are all set up and functional. Microphones are all set up and functional. So we are all ready to go. We are at the Schaumburg train station, by the way. That's the train station over there. You can hear some metro trains over in the distance. And this event uses the Wintrust field parking lot. I've got a light on my iPhone. It's Wednesday, 23 November. It's about 55 degrees out. Very nice, very comfortable. Wind is pretty calm, so it's a very good night to video this light show, which is taking place over here across the street.